It is one way to take out the mistakes that human beings will make in forgetting things. We all make mistakes. We all get distracted. We all have moments. Maybe we're unwell. Maybe we're distracted and something's going on in our personal life and we forget to do something. I spoke to somebody earlier today who was chasing an invoice from a client, and the client's like, I didn't get the invoice. He said, what do you mean? I sent it to you. Anyway, he went into his inbox and he discovered he'd emailed the invoice to himself because there wasn't a system set up and it wasn't automated in such a way. And he was wearing all of the hats. So this was a business owner. And this could have been a task that was delegated had a system been set in place and it all been automated. Yet he didn't know. So all of a sudden now he's chasing a debt that he thought was owed, that he needed the money. And the client had never even received the invoice. Genuine human error. He was, oh, whoops, sorry, I'll send it. But you scale that and there's a lot of lost revenue. There's a lot of lost time, let alone the fact that this is the business owner that is trying to fish around in his sent inbox, trying to work out why the client hadn't got the invoice in the first place. So, often clients will start with their invoicing and debt collection processes and systems. Really, really important. It's one of the probably the areas that at least enjoyed for them. And you're probably laughing out there or out listening, oh yeah, I love invoicing.
Yeah, most traders have got a ton of unpaid invoices.
Yeah.
Sitting out there, and a ton of unfollowed up quotes as well.
Yep. And as soon as you systemize it, so write the series of steps that are required for that, then you automate it. So you set it up so it's all recurring, be it in Asana or whatever platform you choose. Then it's ready. It'll run without you. It'll tell your staff what to do, when to do it. It'll prompt them to do it, remind them to do it, and just keep things going without relying on the human memory and people remembering. And you can set up systems for everything, running meetings, onboarding clients, training staff, marketing, invoicing, debt collection. There's so many things.
Yeah. Two things I want to touch on there. One is like this, you're like, oh yeah, but it's just like, I can remember to send an invoice a week. It's like, yeah, you can. But if you have a reminder that prompts team member to check up on that, they would have picked up on that before the business owner realized they hadn't been paid. Right? Miranda, I wouldn't even know a tenth of what happens daily in amongst the organization I'm involved in. I just don't, nor do I need to know, because I have the right KPIs in place to understand when there is a problem, how to track it down. I have the organizational chart in place that understands how to manage what staff, who's required for what. But most importantly, the staff and the team are the ones building the systems and building the automation, because that's what we've taught them. Right. And that's what makes their jobs easier. I remember that when I went to hire my first sales guy for one of my earlier companies, the Game Changers, it took me almost a month to onboard this person, spending ridiculous amounts of time with them daily, running them through scripts and the program and the calls. And it took them a month. And I think it took them another 2 months after that to make their first sale. And needless to say, it was a very bad and scarring experience for me that prevented me from almost hiring salespeople again. And I've spoken to a lot of traders that are like, I'm never going to hire an admin staff again. Last time was a nightmare. They cost me more money than they made me. Yes, because you didn't have a system to onboard them and train them. So the next time I did it, I was like, right, I'm going to hire 3 salespeople. I'm going to have them compete against each other for the job. And the one that makes the most sales at the end of the month is the one that receives the salary plus commissions, and the other 2 just get commissions and no job. And I actually did this before I hired them, is I went through on Asana and made a full salesperson onboarding. I put videos in there of previous sales calls. I put links to scripts. I put links to vision mission days. I put training videos that I pre-recorded. I systemized the shit out of the onboarding of the salespeople. Now, the cool thing is I had a 30-minute call with them when they started, and I didn't speak to them again for 7 days. And between the onboarding call of 30 minutes and 7 days later, all of them made a sale. Every single one of them made a sale, right? Now, yes, I probably hired slightly better salespeople, but actually what really happened is they had a full onboarding process that took them step by step through everything they needed to know that they could get trained up on before they even started the role, right? This is the opportunity you guys have as tradies to make a really incredible business that allows you to do more of what you love through systemization and putting those systems in automation.